I'm going to show you how to use Visme to make your timeline for our roadmap. When you click the link, you'll see a screen that looks a lot like this. From here, you're going to sign in and sign up with Google. If you've already signed in before, you just click login. But if you haven't, you click sign up with Google. You'll choose your Google account for school. It'll spin sometimes. If you have internet issues at home and you're doing this at home, I would recommend not using this one. Sometimes they have issues. You can try it out and see, but just a warning that sometimes it can be really slow to load. All right, so from here, it'll give you a bunch of different timelines that are different forms of infographics. If you checked out the examples of roadmaps that we made, me and Mr. Cecil both made ours through this. I think Ms. Berdacki might have made hers through this, maybe a few other teachers. But you have different options. So it's kind of up to you which one of these templates you want to use to design yours. If you want to get super duper fancy, you could just start your very own from scratch, I believe. But I am just going to show you how to use a template. I use this one right here, this customer journey map one, but really any of them will work for you. Remember, our assignment is that you have at least 7 events on here. So you're going to want to pick one that has at least 7 points. And you can always add more points also. But you can use any of these different ones to make it happen. We'll click on, let's try this one here, this Uber history. Now, when you click on it, you're going to, if you want to look at how it looks, press preview. But if you actually want to use that one to make your timeline, press edit. Visme always gives you some nice, cute phrases while you wait. So this one just says create. No, it's gone. I can't read it. Okay, well, on to the next page. So from here, you will make selections on things to put in. Now realize with your school account, you're going to have an account that is usable. It's workable. You can use this to make this and do this. But there's also a premium version where there are certain features that you cannot use. Because you don't have a premium access and you really don't want to pay for it. So just don't use the things that are premium. So on that list that I just showed you, if it said premium in the corner, don't use it. Okay, so now you have it open. You can't just turn this in because we're asking you to make a timeline of yourself, not a timeline of Uber. So you're going to change that. You're going to change the title by double clicking. You can change the title into whatever your title is. So you could say, my life. Whatever your title ends up being, you can put it there. You can change the years. And then everything within the timeline is editable, which means you can edit it and change it. So one thing I noticed on a lot of people's timelines that have been turned in already for other things is that we're struggling with spacing. So make sure that there is a correct amount of spacing between your events. So on this timeline, they have years on here from 2008 to 2015. As you'll see, each of those, they have one thing per year with these big bubbles, and then all the things happening are taking place in between, and all of the years are equally spaced out. Okay, some of us are putting like 2008, and then our next orange bubble would say like 2012, and then the next one would say 2013. Okay, make sure your bubbles make sense and are the right distance apart from one another. Okay, as I said, you can change what it says. So you can put different titles of events. So the title of the events can go in to the different areas there. If you have, there's too many things, you can click on it, press the backspace, it will delete it, and you can get rid of different parts that way. So if you don't have anything that you need there, you can get rid of that. You can get rid of that line. I feel like, oh no, I didn't want to get rid of that. You can press this undo button up here and it'll bring back whatever you just got rid of or whatever you had just edited. So you will fill it out. Now, if it has images on it or you'd like to add images, you can click on the image, press the replace button, replace icon, and then you can choose new shapes. Again, only pick shapes that are not premium or it will be it won't work. So if you want to find something, so say you got a new puppy, you can as an event that you thought was important, you can type in puppy, and now you'll see all the things that are puppies that are in Visme. Obviously, this one right here we can't use because it is a premium one. It'll let you put it in there, but then you can't do anything with it. So don't use those. So I'm going to replace the car with this cute little puppy. And now I have a puppy at the end of my timeline. Now I want to put my puppy where I got my puppy. So whatever year it was, I want to put it there. And then I want to have my title and my description that match up with me having a puppy. Okay. Each of the different timelines look different. So this one is unique in that it has the years and then it has the months that branch off of the years. If you want to use this one, that's fine. But it makes it a little bit more difficult for you. I think you would then like put, so this is July, then October, as you can see, all the months go in order that go with the year. But you can be, each timeline will have a different kind of theme for you to use. You'll want to, again, change the titles to make sense, and then change the descriptions as well to have them make sense. Put images in. You don't have to put in images necessarily of yourself, but at least have some images of things that make sense for what you're talking about for that section. This one does have some things with lines. So like here, you can see if it has lines, you might have to just get rid of small sections of lines instead of the whole line. So there, I got rid of that line by dragging it back over. Now it's no longer attached to that thing that wasn't there anymore. But that's sort of how that works. Okay. When you are done, so let's pretend that this is a finished timeline. It's not. Let's pretend it's a finished timeline. You can title it. So you can say, this one, the good title would be an unfinished timeline. Okay, then I'll edit the title. Then I'll come over here at the top next to my M for me. Then I come over. I'm going to press the share button. Now, what I want to press is publish and get my link. When I've done that, now it is shareable. So you can take that link right there and you will share it with your teacher the way that they instructed you to do in Echo, or whatever other way you were supposed to submit it. It would be that way using that link. You can see what it's going to look like by pressing the view button. And you can always go back and edit it after you've published it, and it will change at that website link that you sent to your teacher. Okay. All right, so that was how to use Visme to make a timeline. I hope it was helpful. Thanks for watching. Good luck making your timeline. Bye-bye.